Look at that picture I sent you of Jimmy Savile. And just, I heard, I was talking to these guys, I was talking to these British guys on Twitter, and I was going like, it's really disgusting. I find Jimmy Savile disgusting and repulsive, and I can't believe that this guy was so beloved and had so much power. And they were like, yeah, it's really a shame that he was that they covered up him being like a sex criminal. And I was like, he was a sex criminal?
What did he have? Some interesting views.
He had no views. That's the fucking point. Oh no, he's a compulsive sex criminal. You don't know any of the details of his crimes?
No, I just Googled him and saw that he was like an old BBC broadcaster, and I was like, I don't fucking care.
He used to donate money to all. He'd raise. You know how Cosby would raise money for colleges?
Yeah.
And then he would like rape a student.
Yeah.
But he was on the board of regents or whatever.
Yeah. Anybody that does something nice is because they're covering something.
Yeah, because they're covering pedophilia.
Or they blame somebody of being a witch.
A witch. He looks like. Doesn't he look like a witch? Like from the 70s, from a British.
No, he's creepy. He's got a fucking awful haircut.
He looks like somebody threw a wig on a vulture and fed it nothing but meth.
Yeah, he does not. He's not a handsome fella. I'm gonna guess his family line probably has some incest in it.
So far, 300 possible victims. But here's the thing: his main source of what he did was he would donate money to these hospitals, and he literally had a room, like in I think a girls' psychiatric hospital, like his own room.
Everybody else on the floor or in the hospital was women.
Pretty much, yeah.
And they say like you fuck at psych wards like crazy. Apparently.
I remember there was a porn star named Crystal Clear that went on the Howard Stern show and said that when she was in high school, she used to bang all the guys that worked there.
Yeah, apparently,
and the patients and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, like.
But he was raping them.
Yeah, no, I believe
and molesting children who were boys and girls.
I mean,
with Gary Glitter backstage in the dressing room of like these shows and stuff. But my whole point was, listen, imagine he didn't commit those crimes. And somebody said, well, Michael Jackson did that. Or Bill Cosby did stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, but Michael Jackson also moonwalked.
And Bill Cosby, he has the Jell-O pudding pops.
No, not just that, dude. I saw the Cosby documentary. The first hour of that documentary is talking about how important he was before they even went into detail about the crimes. And who he is in the culture and stuff like that. Dude, it's like in England, they just pull randos off the street and go, hey, you want to molest a bunch of children and make millions of dollars?
It was a children's mental psychiatric hospital?
I
mean, it's him being...
There are a variety of hospitals, but yeah, young girls...
Was he insane and put in there, or did he...
No, he was a volunteer.
Yeah, okay.
He was like a CNA volunteer.
Yeah, no. So no matter what, even if he had a woman verbally say yes, that's still rape because.
Oh yeah.
He's mentally there.
Oh, a psychiatric patient can't give consent.
Yeah, that's insane.
I just find it bizarre that this guy was even famous in the first place, and that's why I would learn that Michael Caine impression, because I was like, if it's Michael Caine, then he's like, oh, Michael Caine.
Yeah.
And I want you to go sit in Gary Glitter's lap while he puts a lollipop in you. Like, that makes sense to me if it's... Or Mick Jagger, because they have, like, great music. I realize I'm wearing a Joy Division thing while I'm saying how culturally empty England is. But he wasn't a musician. I don't know what the fuck he was.
According to this, it said he was a DJ, a BBC broadcaster.
Girls, here we go. We're going to talk about Jimmy. I knew Jimmy. He was, what can you say about Jimmy? Just, did you ever meet Jimmy?
I've never met Jimmy.
You would remember if you met Jimmy. A national icon, institution. His bling, his cigars.
And he looked like a scarecrow on heroin.
Well, we need to top the pops. We've got
So he'd be like Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, or what's that one dude? Carson Daly? Is that the guy that hosted the...
Yes, we don't... Nick Cannon.
MTV? No, he's just a fucking...
Nick Cannon. We don't treat those people with any respect in this country.
He must know
those
somebody.
Guys know their place.
He must know somebody in the industry.
He knew Margaret Thatcher and stuff.
Because he's ugly. Like,
he's ugly.
He has no reason.
No charisma. creepy. He has no talent. It makes no. It's like in England they just pull names out of hats. Like unless you're like a musician, they just pull names out of hats.
They happen to choose a very sly rapist.
Dude, there's a footage of him introducing the Rolling Stones, right?
Right.
At Wembley Stadium, and he starts randomly doing this at the audience. And I'm like, dude, is that supposed to be funny? Like, this is what they find charming?
Sounds like Kaufman worship to me, dude.
What's that? What's Kaufman worship?
Andy Kaufman worship.
Andy Kaufman was talented.
No, but it's the British version, and it's worship. It's not
They got a massive fight
Andy
over
Kaufman.
Steve Martin.
Andy Kaufman worship is just people trying to do Andy Kaufman, and it clearly just being you're just trying to do Andy Kaufman, so it's not good enough to distract you away. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, Andy Kaufman used to wrestle women,
That's good.
but I mean, like he.
But
kinda
you
got
brought up
off
the
on that.
Stones. I mean, like all the British rock stars were fucking 12-year-olds and shit like that back then.
Probably.
I mean, probably most of the American ones were too. I can't.
Well, I know Jimmy Page was.
Yeah, Jimmy Page went.
Jimmy
ham,
Page had a
dude.
girlfriend who was like 15,
Robert
16.
Plant too. All
Oh,
Led
probably.
Zeppelin.
David
was,
Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie was.
And you know
fucking
what?
Boys,
I'm fairly
though.
certain it's the same chick.
He was fucking boys, so it's like not as bad.
But this guy has 300. Yeah, but this dude was going into psych wards and hospitals.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Molesting girls who couldn't fucking talk and shit.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
And then taking girls
At least
backstage
Cosby
behind.
gave him a good time with the lewds, right? At least they were partying before they went out. This guy just went to people that were already just miserable.
Yeah, he's probably like, yeah, I'm straight. No, drugs are bad for you.
I mean, talk about being like, I mean, they're insane. Of course not. Of course that didn't happen. Like, it's, nobody can, you know.
Yeah, there's video footage of this girl who drew a picture of him, and it was like, of him as a demon. And a camera is touring around, and he shows the camera, and he goes, why would you say this about me? He's like, what did I do to you? And then she goes, everything. It's on film.
It's just a batshit.
He was kind of doing this stuff in broad daylight.
I mean, Michael Jackson was doing that shit in broad daylight.
Yeah. Well, he was going on dates with Webster and stuff. But again, I understand how somebody like Cosby, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson get away with this stuff. I don't understand. Like, I just kept going to these British people going, you should, like, rethink your entire star system, man. Because, like, you can't be this desperate for talent. This freak. You would
It's
give
almost
this
like
freak
it
any
kind of-
leeway. I mean, in this country,
Yeah,
we
and-
would beat him with broomsticks just for existing.
Like, unless, like I said, unless he knows somebody in the industry,
Yeah.
which has to be it, then it's otherwise like on the Eric Andre show when they would have like Jay-Z as a guest and it was just like a homeless Asian dude in nice clothes.
You look like that in this country, you better be Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, and R. Kelly all combined. Like you, because we have no truck for people who look like that.
Yeah. Nothing we can do with that.
All right, I gotta take a